My name is Douglas Finn. My rank was third class engineman. I entered the Navy in November 11th in '59, and I got separation in February of '63. When I was on board, the 3 years I was on board, we never, 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out, point A to point B, or they call it point A to point Charlie or whatever, and they're usually around Cape Hatteras up to the northern Maine and back again, and it was just patrolling mostly. And when we had shipmen aboard in the summer, when the midshipmen came aboard for their cruises, we used to use Quebec, Canada as a liberty port, and the squadron would go up the St. Lawrence Seaway, which was interesting. I enjoyed that, and stopped in Canada for the week, and I enjoyed those trips. Been to place I never would have been or never had been before, for sure, and including Canada. I've never been to Canada, even though I lived in Massachusetts and not that far from it, but I opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I was still naive to a lot of things when I got out, so life is a growing up experience, I guess. It was an eye-opener, for one, because I come from Western Massachusetts. It's a pretty kind of cloistered area. There weren't that much, diversity as far as people go where I came from. Although there was about every ethnic group there was, but we didn't have a lot of Hispanics, we didn't have a lot of blacks, and mostly Polish, Irish, German, Jewish. But I grew up in a neighborhood that was a mix of them. I never had any problem with any of it. From Catholic, Protestant, to Jewish, to pagans for that matter. We just never had any problem with it. We all got along. And I had no trouble on board ship getting along. Rebels were the Alabamans was kind of an eye-opener for me. And, but there were, a lot of them were from a different life, especially the ones that became, just non-coms on board ship. And it was interesting to meet them and get to know them, and once in a while I'll pick a fight with them. The separation between enlisted and, if you will, commissioned officers was, I don't ever remember fraternizing with any of them. But of course, the guys up in the deck house and, on the bridge and stuff, of course they did because they had to, but us guys down in the hole, we didn't fraternize much with them. And as far as getting along with the third, second, first class people, I didn't have too much trouble with that. Chiefs we didn't associate with a whole lot. They kind of stuck to themselves like the officers did. But third class and first class, second class, even the firemen and seamen seemed to all kind of mingle and get along together, no problem, on board our ship anyway, because we're all staying in the same compartments and eating on the same mess decks and standing in the same mess cook line, if you will. So it's pretty much a part of it.